was hanging around.
Slipping into darkness. Get you, baby. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See your face whenever I look.
Hey everybody, I'm Konrad and I do Grown Folks Grooves on Channel Radio and Revenge FM.
And my name is Mike Kelsey. I do Funkin from the Basement on the same two channels, Channel Radio and Revenge FM. And today we are back together. It's been a minute, y'all. We're back together, though, for Trading Tracks. This is a joint project that my man Konrad and I do together. And we are like so hyped because it's been a couple of weeks since we did this.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm excited and nervous because I think we both probably have a little ring rust because we haven't done it in a couple of weeks. Yes. But we're going to struggle through this and we're going to have a good time like we always do. I think it'll just come back naturally, like riding a bike or whatever it may be. But I'm excited and I think we're going to, you know what? I want Mike to start simply because I had a show last night that I did. So I've had a little bit of fun playing around with some guys that do this thing called One Nation Under a Blue. So I'm going to let Mike start off things and I'm going to follow his lead.
You know, I saw your post for that. I meant to check it out. I just get, sometimes I forget on the time differences because as you all know, I'm in DC, Konrad's in London, and you always have to factor in that 5-hour time difference. So I truly meant to watch that last night. Hopefully it's posted somewhere where folks can check it again.
Yeah, it's going to be on YouTube, and I put a couple of links up today on my Facebook page, so you guys can check it out. It was absolutely hilarious. It was a really fun time, and for me, before we get started, I'll just say a little bit about. For me, I get kind of nervous doing these things because DJ Croc invited me to his platform, and these guys are real DJs. I mean, these are monsters, and they play songs that just will blow your mind. And I don't really play those kind of songs. That's not really my lane, but you know, every now and then I can, you know, dig up something and hang with them for a minute. And last night was a lot of fun. And the most fun is about the conversation that goes on about it, the jokes and the cutting up and all that kind of stuff. So it was really fun. And you guys will enjoy looking at it because it's just hilarity. It's very similar to what me and Mike do here as far as when we go through our stabbery on, you know, the jam battle.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that. I'm sorry I missed that one.
Oh, man, no
here in the States, it's Memorial Day weekend, and welcome to Washington D.C., where the cicadas are in full bloom. You can't go 2 feet or 2 inches rather without crunching on a shell or having one fly into the side of your head. And on top of that, it's the unofficial start of the weekend. And if I look at my window right now, it's 51 degrees, raining all day today, getting down into the 40s. And tomorrow it'll be 50 as well. So welcome to summertime in DC. You never know what to expect. You got your shorts on one day. You got your raincoat and your heavy coat, your winter coat on the next day. But I told Konrad I had like 18 different songs that I wanted to start with. But considering we're in DC and considering it's the unofficial start of summer, you kind of got to go here. My name is Mike Kelsey. I go by MLK, and I'm just happy to be trading tracks with my main man, Konrad, today.
You made me happy. This you can bear. You stood right beside me, yeah, and I won't forget. And I really love you. You should know. I wanna make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go.
Send that out to all the backyard cookouts going on this weekend, because you know they're gonna be popping off this weekend, man.
Oh man, it is gonna be bananas. You're gonna have Frankie Beverly, you're gonna have Stevie Wonder, you know, you're gonna have some go-go music jumping off, and the guy with the flip flops gonna be flipping the burgers on the grill.
I even, we were out walking the other night, and just to show you how typical, how funny it is. Somebody was having a backyard cookout, and what did I hear? But the OJ's family reunion. I just heard it on constant loop for about an hour, just the one song, just over and over again, and I just hollered, man. I just thought that was the funniest thing.
It's either that one or "We Are Family."
Right. But it's good. It's good that people are back out. It's getting a little too buck wild for me here, though. Here in the county, in PG County, where I live at, and where Konrad is from, they have taken everything off the table. There are no distance minimum restrictions anymore.
Wow.
There are no more mask mandates inside or outside, and people are just running with it, man. We went out to eat last night, and we masked up going in. When we got to the table and the food or drinks, whatever came, we took them off. But it's still uncomfortable to me seeing people out. All the wait staff and all the people working there. Nobody was masked up, and
wow.
It's just after a year and a half of this, it's just kind of hard to slip back into that.
I know what you mean, and things have started opening up here. And we have a holiday weekend here as well. It's not called Labor Day or Memorial Day or any kind of day like that, but we have a long weekend here as well. So people are out and about. I went out this morning to get me a cup of coffee. I took a little coffee run and got me a cup of coffee. And the place that I normally go to is Starbucks, and it's as if you're going towards Gatwick Airport. There's one out there in Hooley, and I tried to go to that one, but there was so much traffic. I couldn't even get to that one. And the reason that there was a lot of traffic is that road is a thoroughfare or main gateway to the beach, to Brighton Beach. Mm-hmm. So everybody was on the road, and the roads are small here anyway. So it was just packed. So I couldn't go to that one. But people are starting to get out more, and they're starting to do things. So I was even considering, maybe, I'll take the wife out and we'll go get a bite to eat or something. But it's probably going to have to calm down just a little bit today if I go, simply because I just don't want to be sitting in traffic. Even though, and this is the other thing. So me and Mike are very much alike. We have a great friendship, and come to find out, me and Mike both have convertibles. So you can imagine, just you can imagine. Anyway, enough said about that.
How obnoxious is it of you to sit in your car with the top down and listen to yourself? That was the question I called Konrad with the other day, and he just hollered and said, "I do the same thing."
Because I do the same thing. While I was going to get coffee, I was listening to one of my shows. Absolutely was, and that. Yeah, well, self-indulgence. If we don't listen, who else gonna listen? That's all I got.
Right. We're gonna get that one way of hit, okay?
Trying to get my numbers up. Anyway, look, y'all get out there and enjoy yourself, and I guess help the economy and all of that. But just make sure that you guys hang tight,
When you know the one you always need hasn't been around, all the joy and all the love they had is nowhere to be found. 'Cause when you show it, you know I can't ignore it, yeah. And girl, you no longer move or shake it and groove anymore, yeah, baby. You know I need your love, so why can't you understand? 'Cause I really know there's something between me and you. Girl, please stay, hang tight. Hang on in there. 'Cause you know you are my type. Just hang tight. Hang on in there.
Kenny Burke said, "Hang tight."
Okay,
Man.
I was sitting here and I couldn't think of the name. I knew that, and it was funny because in parts of that song, he sounded like Ron Isley, and I
Yeah.
was like, "No, it's not Ron Isley. It sounds like Keep Rising to the Top," and I could
Yeah.
not think of his
There
name.
you go. It was that guy. Yep.
Very
Kenny
good.
Burke. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt that. I knew it. I just couldn't get there. Nice track.
Look, that's incredible to come from Mike. Now, I've mentioned this on our shows. Mike is my personal Shazam, and he's even better than Shazam because I don't have to play him a song. I can send Mike a message. I can leave a voice message, and Mike will come back. Oh yeah, that's so and so. That's so and so. I did it the other day. Mike, what song is this that goes doo 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 boop doop 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 or whatever it was? Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's so and so.
but I tell people all the time, my first job in high school, I worked at a record store, and that was my talent. People could come and just give me like 3 or 4 words, and I could tell you what it was. I was one of like 2 or 3 people in the store that could do that. So to all my folks at an Iverson Mall, thank y'all so much for the hey,
The
come on, man.
moment that never dies.
You get that check and you run upstairs to Jeans West, right? Pick you up some new floor chimes or something. And
You got your Friday outfits set.
oh Lord. Speaking
Look
of
out,
Friday,
Alex. Here I come.
you know what? And it's so funny. You helped me out there because all the clubs are back open this week. Everything opened back up last night. So to my man Harry, who's been calling me to my Mike, we getting out this weekend. I'm sending this one out to you, brother. My name is Mike Kelsey. I go by MLK. I'm so happy to be back trading tracks with my main man Konrad today, y'all.
All the shorties in the club, let me see you just back it up, drop it down, let me see you just get low, scrub the ground, let me see you just push it up, let me see you just
Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. Yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble.
get it now, get it now, get it now, get it now.
Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Bag it up.
I got them shaking their booties like Congos, man. I'm shaking the city like quakes. The haters blue in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm breaking the cake, so let's bake. I'm taking the game's mine.
Man.
Change is my time.
I called Konrad the other day, y'all, and I told him that I was out at Costco. And when he said all the big girls, let me help y'all. Come on now. I know we've been shut down. I should shut up because I ain't got no thinner since we've been on break. But look, come on, y'all. It's gonna take a minute. Let's not jump back in too fast, all right? Because Konrad, they had jumped in full force, bro.
Like they ain't had 1,000 cupcakes in lockdown.
You ain't right, man. That is too funny. Yeah, you know what? You know what's actually funny about that song? Somebody that I work with is a voice on that song, and actually produced and put it. Frank Ski.
I've heard of Frank Ski.
Frank Ski is the one that does all the shouting in the beginning of the songs, and he actually works with me at WHUR. He does 3 to 7s on HUR. So he's done very well for himself, and he's got a really cool setup in that, kind of like what we do. He does mornings in Atlanta, and he does evenings in afternoons in DC, and he works out of Atlanta. So nice setup, good guy, and puts out some great music.
Cool. Yeah, I've heard something, and it's very. I'm trying to get it out of my head, but I know Frank Ski. He did some kind of a mixtape or something, and he was the host of this mixtape, and I really enjoyed the mixtape. I just got to have a think about who he did the mixtape for.
The other song that you may know, Doodoo Brown.
Okay.
He did Doodoo Brown. Yeah.
Cool.
So good dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I was going to say, I mean, I want to send it out to my friends over at the Bay Street nightclub. My man Harry's going to be out there tonight. He's trying to drag me out, but it's a little too cold and rainy for me to be out of Bay Street tonight. Right, y'all?
That's the thing. You know what? That's the thing. at our age, and this has been coming on for a few years, the decision to be made or is made on whether or not I go out can be just because it's raining, and I may have bought tickets for something, and because it's raining, I just had to take that L. Sorry.
It's sad. It's sad. Back in the days, spring, summer, winter, fall. It don't matter.
I
I
have
remember.
grown.
I remember we went to the DC Armory back in the day,
Mhm.
and Prince, The Time, and Vanity Six were playing there, and it snowed on the day of the show, and my boy ran into a mailbox and tore up the front of his car. We were at the DC Armory 2 hours later, okay, in time for the show to start. Now, like you said, if it's raining, you get to that point. So
over
funny stuff.
here, over here, similar type of thing. Me and my boys, we went to see D'Angelo. He was down at the Brixton Academy, and do you know we almost got snowed out because over here the streets and this infrastructure is not here to deal with snow at all. So you can get snowed
Wow.
out.
Hmm.
And I ended up having to walk about a mile and a half or something to my house because my boy's car, he had a Lexus. It ain't worth nothing in the snow. Couldn't get
Hmm.
up the hill to my house. So I had to walk up to the house. Well, actually, I didn't have to walk all the way. My wife came, met me halfway there. But I almost got snowed out, messing around, going out one night to see D'Angelo. So
Mm.
yeah, these things happen.
Yeah, and
Man,
like you said, the older you get, the harder it gets too.
the harder it gets, yeah, yeah. It's harder to get me out of the house now. You
Yep.
know, I have certain trips I'll make, like to a grocery store or something. I know I can handle that. Other things I have to actually put some thought into it.
Got to plan it out.
So we were talking about Mike being my Shazam. So a friend of mine from DC, named Ellis, he sent me a message saying, "Yeah, did Carl McIntosh ever do a song that had a Marvin Gaye feel to it, like a remix?" So I thought about it, and I said, "Oh wow!" So I reached out to Carl to ask him, but by the time Carl got back to me, I had figured it out. So the song he was talking about was actually a loose end song, and he did it again, but he did it with an artist named Avani, and he did it with Rasan Patterson, and I'm gonna play that now.
Tell me something, why is it all so cold in my house? I've been feeling like the whole world's been right on my shoulders. Since you left, there's been a black cat sitting on my doorstep. Was I hallucinating? Sure, you spoke to me instead. Remember the time? I don't remember, no. We drank too much wine. I was having so much fun. A secret phone call.
You know I gotta take care of business.
Some things you can't buy. I've been watching you, watching me. Oh, tell me something. Why is it all so cold in your house? I've been watching me. Tell me something. Why is it all so cold in your house?
And that was that. And I don't know, did y'all get that song over there in the States?
I don't remember hearing that one here. And you were playing that as we were warming up, getting ready. And I was digging that. So I'm glad you came back to that again. That's a nice track right there.
Cool. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, definitely do that. And that's another thing, y'all. Not that we should probably talk about sharing. Listen, we're gonna, yeah, no, we're going to leave it. Let me back away. We're going to cut, edit. Okay. It's like, yo, man, I got you.
You can tell the heart of the story, the spirit behind the story.
The spirit of the story is sharing. Okay, is sharing and teamwork. That's the spirit behind this. And as a matter of fact, you know what, y'all, and Konrad, I'm going to ask you to put. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put a request in to you.
Okay. All right.
And you know what it is. We have this running joke. Konrad, myself, and actually all the folks at Revenge FM about the group The Bee Gees. And it's this running thing about how nobody will own up to the fact that they purchased a Bee Gees song, album, CD, cassette, whatever. Yet they've sold a gabillion copies of their music over the years. So there's this one song, there's one Bee Gees song that I don't know how I did not copy this onto this library that I'm working on right now. But Konrad sent it to me or shared it with me. And I'm going to put a request in for that at some point in the show, but I'm going to stick right now to DC Summer. And this is DC Summer if it ever was. My name is Mike Kelsey. Thanks for hanging out, y'all.
Walking in rhythm, moving in sound, humming to the music, trying to move on. I'm walking in rhythm, singing my song, thinking about my baby, trying to get home. Walking in rhythm, moving in sound, humming to the music, trying to move on. I'm walking in rhythm, singing my song, thinking about my baby, trying to get home.
Man, I never realized the beginning of that song was so long.
A lot of songs seem to catch me out like that.
It's like, y'all gonna get there. I know you walking the rhythm, but y'all fitting to get there yet or what? You know what, Konrad? I am in a club mood today. I don't know what's going on. Harry's trying to get me to come out to Bay Street tonight. I ain't trying to do it, man, but I'm trying to fight it at the same time. I'm gonna slip one more on you.
I think you're almost there.
You can't see it. It's electric. You gotta feel it. It's electric. Ooh, it's shocking. It's electric. You gotta mix the feeling with the problem that the man, she's a moving like you gotta know it. It's electric.
All right, man, let me stop. Because you know what? Come about 4 or 5 hours from now, I'll be talking about, I need to run to the liquor store real quick. All right. I'm gonna run out, get me a pack of cigarettes, and I'll be right back. So,
And a pint of ice cream.
so let me I'm just getting it out of my system now because you know it's gonna come back to haunt me later. You take it, man.
Man, tell me about it. Look, I'm in that kind of happy for the weekend because it's a long weekend, like Mike's been telling us. And you know what? This is one of the songs that we would, look forward to when the weekend was getting started, y'all.
Yeah.
You just got your paycheck, your little pocket full of money, walking out from the liquor store, getting your check cash, about to get in your car, and you push this cassette in.
They got you a sandwich while you was in there.
Feels good. It's Friday night. Party hunting. Feeling right. Body shaking. It's all around. No one there. I'm gonna get it down. Check the mirror. I'm looking fly. Round up the posse. Jump in my ride. Radio rocking. A monster jam. Feel the rhythm. Pump up the sound. I'm feeling so good. Don't you know I'm just grooving to the beat. I'm grooving. Yeah. Just got paid. It's Friday night. Party hunting. It's right. Feeling alright. Shaking. All around, baby. Now I'm getting
My man said, "Bought one drink. Now I'm getting down." He got
Okay,
the
so
Long Island iced tea. Now he ready to roll.
not the Long Island iced tea. Okay, I'm still stuck on the liquor store with the sandwich counter in the back. Is that just DC or is that everywhere?
That is DC all day long. And you know what? If you think hard enough, you can smell the inside of that liquor store.
Oh man, no doubt, no doubt. Got the thing of eggs up on the counter.
And the hot smokes,
Oh, that's
the
got
red
to.
hots. Oh
Is that
no.
just DC or what, man? That is too funny. I'd love to know if that's in other cities
He
because
said the sandwich counter in the back.
my boy took me to a sandwich counter. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm drifting off to the side. My boy took me to a sandwich counter one time, and sandwich counter. Listen to me. One time, and you couldn't just go order what you wanted, right? Everything had a number, and don't ask for nothing out. So like I wanted a number 3, but of course me, can I get mustard with mine instead of mayonnaise? Man, they looked at me. They looked at me like, you need to go sit your ass down somewhere. And he said, we do it one of 2 ways, either mayo or dry. I said, okay, well, let me get number 3, dry. Oh, I love DC, man. I swear I do.
You gonna take this sandwich with mayonnaise on it, you're gonna be thankful.
Lord have mercy, you gotta love it. Man. You gotta love it. Okay, so I think we're back in the groove, man. I think the rust is off.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling more comfortable. I was a little nervous going in, but Konrad got me to laughing, and I'm still stuck in DC, y'all. So I'm gonna drop one more DC, then I'm gonna leave it alone. My name is Mike Kelsey. I go by MLK, and it's my absolute pleasure. Trading tracks with my main man Konrad today. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us.
Yes, indeed.
Funky. We was on a dance floor shaking our thing to a funky beat with a go-go swing. Everyone was watching, they did it shocked, amazed at how Saul and Pepper was rock. In the place with a smile on our face, some got upset and then tried to base. They called us nasty, said we danced dirty, claimed we were freaks, cheap, even flirty. Pepper got picked and pulled out a pump. I was all set not to jet but to jump. Spin broke it up and asked not to break. Said they don't understand the way you
Shake your thing. Ow. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you how to catch a groove. It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I won't tell you who's talking to.
Man, I used to have the biggest crush on Salt from Salt and Pepper.
Did you?
Oh man, I got to meet her a couple of times. And just talking about just looking stupid, okay? Just hi. Hi.
You Salt, aren't you?
Oh. And she just looked at me like, yeah. Nice to meet you. And just walked off. I was like, oh damn, there you go. All right.
The one that I thought was bad was Spinderella.
Spin was, yeah. Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. She was fine, as we say.
That's funny. What you
Mike
got?
took me all the way back to DC. I'm starting to use DC lingo and all that. Oh my goodness.
Sandwich counter, baby.
Sandwich counter, you know it. That's right. Number 3 with mustard.
I have honestly, I have hated mayonnaise all my life. And that damn movie, Undercover Brother, I don't know if you ever seen it, but when he had to eat the sandwich and put the mayonnaise on it, that is me 100%, man. And he had to have the squirt of hot sauce on there to get it down. That's me 100% right there.
The Texas Pete hot sauce.
Right? Texas Pete. Funny. Too funny.
So I'm still on Friday night. Yeah. So let's do it this way, y'all.
Up in the morning, it's 6 o'clock. Head for the city. Turn on the music, the radio. Nobody's boogie. Day after day. Sleeping away. Punching the timer, I'm late again. Sneaking the back way. I count the hours, minutes too. So that it's Friday.
Jump in my ride.
It's Friday night. Friday night.
Boy, this song was fire back in the day. Living it up Friday night. That on top of just got paid Friday night. And back then, in that time, because this was so long ago, and I only made probably $1.50 an hour or something like that. You get paid me. I get paid on Friday. Monday, I'm finding trouble getting gas in my car to get back to work.
Right. I remember that. I remember those days well. But you know what? Another part of Friday, and this is something that the young boys today, they got a lot of pluses. I'll give them that. They get over a lot of things, but they missed out on a lot of the quality. Let's put it that way of what we had. And so Friday, you got paid. You cashed that little check. You ran off upstairs to up against the wall and picked up a new outfit for the night. And while you cashed the check, you got that sandwich while you was there. But you know what? You also had to take care of this right here too, because you couldn't go out.
Oh no!
You couldn't go out.
No.
And man, we was out there with that white wall cleaner, spraying it on them white walls, getting that brush and getting them joints tight.
That little shoe brush.
We didn't have no Armor back then, y'all, but we had that white sidewall cleaner. And them joints would be tight. Okay, let's make no mistake. Because you couldn't go out. You couldn't roll out. Me and my boy used to roll down to the RSVP in Southwest DC. And man, we would roll in there 15, 20 deep. Everybody got paid that day. Let's go, yo.
Tell you it's better than digging a ditch. There ain't no telling who you might be. A movie star, or maybe even a Indian chief. Working at the car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah. Come on and sing it with me, car wash. Sing it with the feeling now, car wash, yeah. Some of the work.
I dare you to pull up in front of some chick's house and you ain't got your stuff right, man. I dare you.
That ain't never gonna happen. That ain't never gonna happen. What you failed to mention, we didn't have Armor All, but I'm sure you remember there was a hack. We didn't even have the word hack back then. And what my cousin turned me on to was the
Don't say it. 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 Because I thought about it and I said, we're going to be really telling on each other with this one, man. So don't even say it. We're going to move on. Don't say it. Please. Go ahead. See if you had the same name of it that I did. Okay.
We had Xerox machines. And the Xerox machines used a lubricant.
Oh, Jesus. Yes. And it was thick.
It was so thick.
You had to rub it. You had to. Oh, man.
Everybody had this black sponge. It was actually a yellow sponge, but after you used it a few times, the black sponge was always in their trunk somewhere. Where they would put this silicone from the Xerox machine out of the bottle that says Xerox on it, just clear as day. And they would wipe that on their tires and let that sit for a minute. And then when they roll out, it looked like glass.
That is hilarious. I swear I thought about it because we used to call it fusel oil or something
That's
like
what it is. That's exactly what it is.
that. But I wasn't trying to tell on myself with that one. But
User
every
oil. And matter of fact,
oh
when the real
man.
product came out, everybody still kept that oil because it was armor oil. It
Mm,
didn't. It was
right.
armor oil. It was armor oil.
That is too funny, man. You done made me. I'm exhausted, man. I am. You done took it out of me today. I swear, you done
Oh
took it out of
man,
me today. That is too
I'm
funny.
telling you. I'm
Mm.
telling you. That was funny. Yeah, you had to, your car had to be right. I mean,
Oh,
it really had to be right. And the area we're from, or the we're from,
Earlier.
we're from. If
Mhm.
your car ain't right, believe me, you're gonna get clowned, and
Mhm.
you're gonna be in a whole different situation. So everybody's car on Friday. Matter of fact, I was so obsessed with my cars. I had a little setup that I would keep in my trunk, and I would get up in the mornings, and I would actually wipe my car down before I went to work because I had to
Mm,
roll up into my job looking like new money. But
mm, mm.
that's those days are gone now. Those days are gone. I gotta get somebody to do my car for me. It's just I just don't have that kind of willpower to go and do that no more.
And I remember the other thing, even if you lived in a place where you had water
Mm.
in a hose, you went to the car wash. You went to the self-serve car wash because everybody was out there.
And you want everybody to see your car with your new wheels on it.
And you were out there for hours, you know. You didn't need to be out. You could be out done in 20 minutes. You were out there all day. And for me, it was Sam's car wash up in
That's
Temple
right.
Hills.
Yeah,
You know what Sam's was in
that's the
Temple
one.
Hills?
Branch
That was a
Avenue
spot.
as well.
Right? Branch
By the
Avenue.
IHOP that you go to when you leave the club.
Cross from the skating rink, all right? Cross from Crystal Skate. All right, y'all. Look. Conrad, take it over now. We
All
say
right.
it too much, man. We
I'm
say
telling you, we're giving all the secrets away. Look, I'm Conrad. I do grown folks grooves, and I'm so glad that you guys have joined us because we've knocked the rust off, and we having a good old time here on Trading Tracks. And I'm still stuck on the weekend. And now I know you're saying, man, how many more weekend tracks you gonna play? But I got one more.
you got them lined up, okay?
Let's go, y'all.
Oh, this one right here. Yes, sir.
This one right here. There's a story behind this one. So when I was younger, one of the guys, I've always worn glasses, and we were on the school bus, and the guy decided that he wanted to try to clown me. And he said, "Yeah, well, what you living for? What you living for?" And one of my cousins, because I had a lot of cousins, and we all lived very near each other. And one of my girl cousins stood up and said, "He living for the weekend. What of it?" And do you
Mm,
know he backed down? Oh my goodness! It
mm.
was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my
That's
life.
perfect. That's perfect.
Just ain't no telling where I might end up. You might see me on the east side, the west side. I'm even going across the bridge, y'all. Cause I hear they really get down over there. Lord, to myself.
This is one of those 97-minute lead-ins where they gotta get their rap out the way.
Right, you gotta get it all done. All right.
I'm Ara.
I heard him.
For the next 2 days, gonna have a real good time. Gonna have a real good time. Gonna party hard. Come on, y'all. Let's go downtown. Come on, y'all. Let's groove. Hey. Come on, Mr. Thursday. I'm dead on my feet.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go to the chorus on this one because whose idea was it to start that song off, take it so long and at that tempo, and then decide, okay, now we're gonna go to church.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
Monday through Thursday, I'm dead on my feet. I know that's right. But come Friday, come Friday, okay?
the eagle fly on Friday.
Oh, too much, too much. All right, man. Look, you set it up. You started this, all right? You played an OJ song, and I'm tired. So we are like, I don't know how many minutes into the show at this point. So you ready, man?
I'm ready because we 35 in, so let's go ahead on it and get the knife sharp.
Because they've been waiting, man. You know they've been waiting. And I ain't fitting the lie. I've been waiting my damn self. I ain't fitting the lie.
For sure.
So let's do this shit. Let's get ready. It's time. We got to give y'all what you want. And we know you've been looking for that slow jam battle. Konrad.
Battle.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna start to chill though, man. We're not gonna go hard, all right? So I'm gonna start out.
We always tell each other.
No. I'm gonna start out chill, and you know when you decide to fire it up and get ignorant, then we gonna go. But I'm gonna keep it right here. I'm gonna keep it real simple, all right? Keep it real simple with little Rocky Robbins, you and me.
Okay.
Because we just want we're gonna ease into this. But see, here's what y'all need to understand. Konrad, see, I'll play this, and I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna ease in, but he'll come with a knife straight to the heart. Watch what he comes back with. Watch.
How would you feel if I asked you to spend your whole life with me? Baby, believe in me, 'cause a stronger love for you from someone else would never be. Yeah, it's real, it's real, it's real. I've never felt this way before. So say you'll be mine. Together we will open every door. You and me, together forever. You and me, just us two. You and me belong together, sharing everything that we do. Now you give me, and I give you. I'll do what you want me to. Baby, we can make it right. We'll be together forever. You and me.
So again, y'all, I came in smooth. With mine.
Yes, you did.
Let's see where he goes. I'm curious.
So let me just tell people, y'all may not know this about Mike, but Mike has a catalog of things that we have even forgotten about. His catalog. Mike comes out with stuff like that track there. I haven't heard that track in years. And it is such an amazing track. That was a great
It really
choice.
is.
Great
It
choice.
really is.
Oh man.
It's a great song.
So we may have to have a chat about that later.
I got you. Sharing is caring. Okay?
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
And part of the spirit behind the initial conversation about the sharing is caring is whenever we decide to share, it seems like it's instantaneous. And we've decided, or we've come up with the fact that we must never be more than 2 minutes away from our libraries. Because it's just like, oh, you know that song, Mike? And next thing you know, there you go. Hey. And he wants me to be, he thought I was sharpening up my knives, but that's not even the case at all. That actually made me feel so good. I had to pick this out of my basket.
Okay. That's respectful. That's respectful. Okay.
Yeah.
It's got to be real. Girl, I could write a book on how you're making me feel.
How? You
I
can
know,
write a
man.
whole book on how she's making him feel. You know
Mm.
how hard it is to write a book, Mike?
I've never tried. I can only imagine, and that's some deep stuff right there.
No
Okay.
doubt.
I know I'll never find another who could match the love you've given to me.
Shout. That's a shout. That is a shout. Match the love you're giving to me. Now you done blew her head off. Now she gonna take control, and that's man.
Yeah, you gave her the keys on that one.
For the lover in you, this ring means I'll always be true. Say, I will start over new this time. It's gonna last forever. I trust.
Man, oh man, Howard Hewitt, he was rolling on that one.
Yeah, I've told the story before about the one time that I saw Howard Hewitt. He did a show with Tina Marie
Okay.
at the Warner Theater in DC, and Tina had a full band, but Howard sang the tracks, and his sound system wasn't working that night, and they kept trying. The song would start, stop, start, stop, start. At some point, Howard said, "Stop, just stop. Let me just do this." And Howard sang everything with no backing track, and it was probably one of the best performances I've ever seen.
Wow, Howard Hewitt, man, how cool is
Absolutely,
that?
absolutely. There's no doubt. Great guy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good pick. Okay, you kept it. You kept it kind of nice.
Hey.
I'm gonna do the same, and just like you say, some songs have a story to them. Um, this one here, the story is that when I graduated high school, I said I was going straight to California. I wanted to become a professional musician. And
Mhm.
my father said, "No, you're going to go to college." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll get my associates and then I'm going to California." And he said, "No, you're going to get a 4-year degree." And I said, "Okay, well, I'll go to Howard for 4 years and then I'll go to California." And he said, "No, you're going to go to University of Maryland where your sisters went. You're going to get your degree. And after that, you can go to California." And I said, "Okay, cool." Now, I was 1 month from graduation and someone walked into my life. And guess what? I never made it. I still ain't made it. And we're going to let it go there.
He's on his way, he's going to Hollywood, he's busting into Hollywood. Show him the way, he's moving to Hollywood, he's hopping into Hollywood. He's on his way, he's going to Hollywood, he's busting into Hollywood. Show him the way, he's moving to Hollywood, he's hopping into Hollywood. He's waited at bus stops all his life. He's been in and out of those spaces, seeing eyes that spoke to him from the sad and empty places, sad and empty places. He's on his way, he's going to Hollywood, he's busting into
Never made it, man.
Hollywood.
Sometimes those things happen, Mike,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they say. That's what they say. Yeah. Remember, another opportunity I had was to go to Paris, and I think some war broke out, and there was a whole bunch of foolishness that went on in Paris, in the airport in Paris,
Mhm.
and that was the airport that I was going to, and yeah, that same person that's
Mm.
said, I'll take you to Paris one day. Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you like Paris when you got there?
I'm still working on that. I'm still waiting for those tickets. I think they're in the mail, and hopefully if I make it over to the UK, I'm hearing it's just a quick train ride to
It really is. It
to
really is
Paris. So
literally a train ride.
that is my goal. I figure that's how I'm gonna get there at this point. Now, will that person probably would be with me when I go? I probably, So tell you what, man. Tell you what. Enough talking for me, man. Go ahead. What you got?
Oh man. You know what? That was a great song. And you know how I feel about Shaka Khan.
You said you met her, didn't you?
Brief. It was also brief. Shaka was under heavy manners, as they say. When she was here, she was at a really small venue called the Jazz Cafe, which is unheard of. At that time, it was unheard of Shaka Khan being in a place that only could hold 400 people, really small venue. And what happened, or what had happened, as you say in DC,
It
she
was.
was here. Yeah, she was here with Prince. Remember when she was touring
Right.
with Prince and
Yep.
stuff?
Yep.
And I think she had a day off, and somehow a promoter managed to work it out. It was a last minute thing, and they had like Shaka Khan come and play at the Jazz Cafe. And afterwards, she, was coming from her dressing room, and I had gone up there, and I got to say hi to her for a minute, but she wasn't allowed to take any photographs or anything with anybody, which was really strange. So no, I don't have any pictures with Shaka, but I met her for a quick hot second, and
And
that
that
was.
that would be a win right there. That
Oh
would
yeah,
definitely be a win.
that would definitely be a win.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. So, in the vein of Shaka Khan, I'm going to play this one.
Stay with me now, don't you let me go. I make it somehow. I got to let you know that I'll make it somehow, someday. Though I'm waiting on the day, what I'm doing is gotta pay some way, somehow. The baby when he cries, he's got something on his mind. This world's full of lies. You and me, what a guy. The good Lord will stand behind every step. We are blind to faith. That's love.
Man, this song has just been resonating with me over the last few days. Something terrible. I think I may have even played it the last 2 weeks in a row on my shows. I don't know what it is about the song that's just hitting me over the head lately, but I love that song.
That's a killer right there. That you know what? And I'm gonna change the tempo just slightly because we were talking about wins and ones that you would love to meet. And this one right here, and I think I'd faint, man. Honestly, I think I'd faint. And I can't say that about too many people, but I think you'd be like, Mike, wake up, man. You slap me on the face and come back too, because this one right here, Lord have mercy. I think honestly, I would faint at the chance to meet Sade. I just do. My name is Mike Kelsey. I go by MLK, and I'm so happy to be back trading tracks with my main man Konrad today. Thanks so much for joining the show.
Some will tell you that you're wrong, you do it all the wrong way. Some will tell you that you're wrong, that you don't know the way. Enjoy gymnastics, don't show your weakness, don't let them bother you, no. Enjoy gymnastics, don't show
Man, I got tickets to see her at what used to be the MCI Center in DC.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in the very back row at the very top of the arena. And she was still fine as hell, man. And she,
If y'all don't know from DC, that means you were so far up that you were holding the ceiling.
man, she was fine from the top row. Okay. I was like, man, I would die. I would absolutely die. Oof.
She is amazingly beautiful. And I ended up going to see either a play or some dances or something. It was one of those type of things. Maybe it was Alvin Ailey or something here in London, because I believe she still lives in England. And at this time, she may have been living in London. And she was actually at the same performance. And during
Really?
intermission, we ended up in the lobby together. And I was just too starstruck to even go over and say anything to her. But she was with her family. She was with her daughter, and she was with I guess her husband or baby father, whatever it was. But she is amazingly beautiful. She absolutely is. Yeah. Great. And you know, I don't play enough Sade on my show.
Yeah. That's one too that I wish, like I said, I've kind of boxed myself in format wise. I think that I could probably play it on the channel show or play her on the channel show, but not so much on the Revenge Inn. But that I'd love to get more of her music on, no doubt.
Oh yeah. There was talk a few months ago that she might do another album, and who knows, she may do. I'd love to see it, really.
No doubt.
So you changed the tempo up, and I like that. And we still, it's very civil. So I'm gonna go this way.
Bring me joy. Let me be the one to bring you joy. Can we do this? Make love by moonlight. Let me hold you, give you what you need. There ain't nothing I wouldn't do to please you. My heart is open, don't be afraid, come to me. Let me bring you joy. Can I be the one to bring you joy, baby? So much better if you let me love you. I wanna give you love. Let me be the one to bring you joy, baby. Ain't nobody gonna love you like I do.
Let me be the one to bring you joy. She was here right before lockdown. She did a show. It was at the same venue I just mentioned, the Jazz Cafe. And her voice, she sounded just as beautiful as the records. Amazing vocalist.
She really is. She definitely is. She definitely is. I feel like you're testing me, man. I feel like you're trying to poke at me, and you're trying to get me to turn a corner, and I'm resisting. And I must say that I have 4 decks up on my screen. 3 of them are cutthroat, but I'm not going to do that because I know that you're waiting. And I'm gonna wait you out. Even if we run into 2 hours, I'm gonna wait you out because I'm not gonna be the first blood. So I'm gonna keep it nice, and I'm gonna flash back to a few weeks ago and a little competition that you and I had that I obviously won, but I think I'm gonna keep it nice, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm talking about the verses that happened a few weeks ago with the Isleys and Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I'm baiting him right now, y'all. I'm gonna see if he takes the bait.
I think you turned the corner.
Oh, here we go. Nah.
You know the Isleys are not they're on a list. They're on a list.
Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. Yeah, loving you. Well. Day will make a way for night. and long. Well, ooh, glad to be here alone with a lover unlike no other. Sad to see a new horizon slowly coming into view. Yeah, I wanna be living for the love of you. Oh, yes, I am. All that I'm giving is for the love of you. All right now.
You know, I think it was you that posted a picture. And if it's not, it's somebody posted a picture, but I'm pretty sure it was you on Facebook that had me hollering after the versus thing. And it was a picture of Verdine White. And it says something about checking on his family. And then it was a picture of Ron Isley talking about checking on his other family. I was like, that was cold-blooded right there. I hollered when I saw that. You know, what's it all about his family checking on their second family? I was like, yo, y'all were wrong for that, okay?
That
Y'all
wasn't
were
me.
wrong for that.
That
Now,
was
whoever that
not
was,
me.
y'all was wrong for that.
That was dead wrong.
And they had, and he had his hat on with the beard and the shades, and he was leaned back and said, yeah, checking up on that second family. I was like, yo, come on now. Let's stop that. Let's stop the disrespect, all right?
Oh man,
That
no,
was
that wasn't me.
hilarious.
That was not me.
Okay, I always thought it was you. I need to find that picture. That was hilarious.
Oh, absolutely. I gotta say to the people that are going to be viewing this, some of the ring rust caught me off guard. So if you watch when you're watching the beginning of this, you probably got me looking all over here and all kind of stuff because I hadn't set up my screen to where I could actually see Mike, and I had Mike off to the left for some odd reason. So I'm looking crazy, looking all off to the side, like I'm mad or something. So anyway, that's why. But now I've got it lined up at the end of the show, which is retarded, but you know, it is what it is. So you decided to play an Isley Brothers track, and the Isleys are on like a red list, and you know that, but you went there anyway.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a guess because I tiptoed on the line, and I think that it in reading my mind and where I think you are, I'm going Al Green.
Oh my God. Are you
I'm,
serious?
I'm going Al Green.
You know, I am going Al Green.
I knew you were. I knew you were.
I put a search in, and it's taking forever to find this track that I want to play. And
I in my soul felt that you were coming back and you were going to start the battle with some Al Green.
it had to be Al. Al is the only one that could actually go up against that track. And I'm still waiting for this track to load.
And my soul told me Al Green. As soon as I hit play, I was like, "That's
You are so right." And I'm really angry that it still hasn't found the track. It's found it by somebody else, but that's not going to do. So I'm not going to keep holding people up. I'm going to play something that's got the same kind of. It'll do. It'll hold me till Al gets himself into the studio. Okay.
Cool.
So.
All right.
We're gonna go ahead on, and I'm gonna bring this guy out. Go ahead and do your thing, man. You know it's terror when it starts off like that.
Yeah, it's never good. That's never good.
Your lying eyes, your deceiving smile. Ooh, it's all right. I'm gonna make it on my own. Mm.
Yeah.
That song there, that song, man, that song was too much for me when it came out.
Mm.
Too much.
You know, I would consider that line crossing, honestly.
Of
So
course you would, because you crossed it a long time ago. Of course you would.
yeah, I would consider that line crossing. So I I was riding the other day and I heard a song that took me back to, let's see, this was no, this was college. This was college when somebody crossed my path, and I thought that maybe, but yeah, the same one that I told the story about, the black 280ZX. Yeah, that same one. And I remember being young and stupid, and thinking, if I got that car, maybe, blah blah blah, this
I'm
and
in
that.
there. I'm in there.
I'm in there. And I remember this song was out. I think this song was out around that time. And I heard this and it made me think. I said, yeah, when Trading Track starts back, I got to go with this, because I remember thinking, like, yo, how about us? I mean, what about me and you, making this thing work, making this thing last?
Short and sweet. No sense in dragging on past our needs. Let's don't keep it hanging on. If the fire's out, we should both be gone. Some people are made for each other. Some people can love one another for life. How about us?
You know what? I don't want to hear that anymore, man. Matter of fact, we went on a date one night, and we went to the old DC Convention Center, and this lady was performing, and she sang this song right here. And when I heard this, I was like, I looked at this person like, yo, what more perfect words could be said, and again, fell on deaf ears, because dude with the black 280ZX was sitting in the row behind us, and that's where all the love went. Okay.
I must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times until I had them memorized.
Until I had them memorized.
But when I get the nerve to tell
But when I get up the nerve to tell you the words, they never seem to come out right. Man, look, I'm out. I'm turning this over to you. You take it, man. I
Okay.
gotta get myself together.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But you know what? Whenever that song right there was disrespectful. And I'm just gonna put it out there because it was. If only you knew. Come on now. That song right there is that's horror. Horror.
But you know what? You know what really pisses me off about this one is that it came back years later and said, "Well, if you had only said, you know what, I almost
Choke.
Wait.
You was about to you was about to pull a
Don't
Wayne
do
Brady.
it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you 100% right. If you had only said, yeah, okay, all right.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
That
This-
famous line, okay.
This is what we have to go through though, that foolishness. Knowing
Yeah.
goodness well, it was very clear from the giddy up. But
I
the
could-
options didn't pan out the way they thought they was. So that's the line they're gonna run with. But you let them run. You let them
Yeah,
run.
you can't do nothing but that. So, there you go. Take it, man. Take it. I'm done.
You know what? This song, that part of it right there, I've already done the damage. I'm just gonna let it play though.
so sad. I know it's over.
Can you imagine somebody hitting you with that one? Don't look so sad. I know it's over.
You're coming out the box like that. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go from there, man? Where you gonna go?
What it was. Don't look so sad.
Oh, you knew it was coming. You knew this was coming. You know I was fitting to drop this on you this week. All right.
I was hoping you would recognize last week, so I wouldn't have had to do this.
Oh, but you want to play crazy? Okay.
But life goes on, and this world keeps on turning. Yeah. Let's just be glad we had this time to spend together.
He's obviously telling somebody that, hey, you didn't get it, but look, take this away with you. Let's just be glad we had this time together. Don't get all bananas and crazy and banana cream pie on me. Just be glad.
That's funny.
There is no need to watch the bridges that we're burning.
No need to watch the bridges that we're burning.
Lay your head on my pillow, sweet babe. Hold your warm tender body close to mine.
You know what? This is going to sound horrible. It really is going to sound horrible.
What you got?
But could this possibly be what Al told that woman?
That started the problems? Whoa.
It had that breakfast put up on him.
Whoa.
Because that's heavy. Those are heavy words.
But you know what? It's funny. After those, okay, let's put the puzzle together. All right.
Yeah.
So he dropped them words on her, right?
Mm.
And then
frame it, Mike. Frame it. He's dropping the words on them. Where are they?
But no, see, and then after he dropped them words on her, I bet you he wrote this one right here. Bet after he got that burn, he said, let me go back and fix this. So I'm gonna write this song right here, and we're gonna try to put this thing back together like it never happened. And oh man, I bet I get Al on the phone. Somebody get Al on the phone. We're gonna ask him about this one because I'd be willing to bet. I bet you $25. That's what happened on this one. This one came up after that, all right. Baby, I'm sorry.
I can think of younger days when I lived for my life.
So listen, I'm not even gonna do it. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna tell the folks out there watching this that at least once a week there is an Al Green conversation between me and Konrad, and it's really not a conversation. It's more of a just taking words from an Al Green song and sharing them back and forth, and it's the funniest thing in the world. And we go like 15, 20 minutes in with just Al Green lyrics. So it's the funniest thing. Yeah, I can't keep going with that one, man. Look, let's do this one.
Spending my day thinking about you, girl.
I can't do that one either, man. Look, there's got to be an Al Green that we could play without tearing at your heartstrings. Okay. I mean, I'm going through my list now. Tired of being alone? No. I'm still in love with you? No. Here I am. Come and take me? No. I can't get next to you. You ought to be with me. Look what you. Oh, this one here, man. This was cold-blooded. Yeah, this one was cold-blooded. This one, what did she do, man?
Now that you're
here with me,
I want to keep you free.
What? Stop that, Mike. Stop. Now that you're here with me, I want to keep you free. Come
on,
that's
Al.
What that's.
Come on, Al. That that's that ghetto mind trick right there. That's all that is. That's a ghetto mind trick right there. Because he got her thinking one thing, but really, man, that's dangerous.
He was a Svengali.
A Svengali, as we say. Okay.
That's it.
You got it, man.
I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do is all right with me. 'Cause you make me feel so brand new. I want to spend my life with you.
Ow. Cut it
That was a beast, man. That was a beast. I'm sorry. I remember seeing Al. I remember my father taking me to see Al at the Warner Theater back in the day. And me not, young, not knowing, but Al was a beast, man. I'm sorry.
Monster. When he started doing that jumping up and down, oh, come on.
Next level.
Al had all the women just losing their mind.
Oh, man. You don't wore me out, man. So look.
I'm worn out too, so I'm going to let you end it because I'm done. Al Green has just took me to a whole nother place. And you know what? I love Al Green. And when I probably told a story before, when I was a young boy, you couldn't tell me that I couldn't sing like Al Green. So I'm mad crazy about Al Green. But the words, it's like recently I've listened to all of the words that he's coming out with. And a lot of them, and what we just demonstrated, a lot of them are like the Jedi mind trick.
Yeah.
Like the first song I played, he was telling her that. And then he's saying, lay your head on my pillow. So he giving her all that and they already laying in bed. How does that work?
How do you get away with that? You got to be Al Green to get away with that. All right? You just got to be Al Green to get away with that.
That's the only way. That's the only way. I'm Konrad. I do Grown Folks Grooves. You can catch me on Mondays on Channel Radio at 7 p.m. I also do Grown Folks Grooves on Revenge FM on Wednesdays from 8 p.m. And both of those are GMT times. And I need to say that because my man, Mike Kelsey, who does his show, he's going to give you GMT times as well as USA times because Mike's going to be broadcast from DC. So go ahead, Mike. Tell them what's going on, man.
Yeah, my name is Mike Kelsey. I go by MLK. You can hear me every Monday. Let's see, that's at 9 p.m. in the UK, 4 p.m. in the East on Channel Radio. And you can also hear me on Revenge FM, 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 p.m. in the East, and 10 a.m. in the West. And again, we've had a great time doing this show. We call this Trading Tracks. Do us a favor, do subscribe, do share with a friend. Please spread the word. We have a great time with this. And we try to post one up a week. So hopefully we're back on schedule. We're going to get back into this. And Konrad, anything else, man?
I can't think of anything else except what Mike said, and we can't say it enough. Please subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss any new shows. And shortly, you'll see, well, it'll be up before you see this one. There's going to be a show where we actually do it with a legend, a DC legend, a true legend of the radio, Mr. C.
My man.
Carol Henson, legend, absolute legend.
And he had the best time doing it, and he's looking forward to come back and do it again. So
definitely.
Again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We're running late, so I'm going to go close out with this one. Thank you so much. Do subscribe, and thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Ain't nothing I can say, nothing nothing I can do. I feel so bad, yeah. I feel so blue. I got to make it right for everyone concerned. Even if it's me, if it means just me, what's getting burned? 'Cause I could never